All right, here's a quick seated back mobility routine. Some mobility exercises that will help loosen up your back, make it feel a little more mobile. We're gonna start with a seated cat-cow. So you're gonna place your hands on your knees. You're gonna start by tucking the tailbone, really rounding the upper back, pulling the shoulder blades back behind you. And then you're gonna come out and you're gonna stick your tailbone up, pull the shoulder blades together as you puff your chest towards the ceiling. Look up if it feels okay on your neck. And then exhale, round, tuck the tailbone, pull the chin towards the chest. And then reverse it, puff the chest towards the ceiling. And again, exhale, tuck the tailbone, really rounding the shoulders, arching the low back. And then exhale, open and puff up the chest, stick the tailbone up. One more time, exhale, round it, pull the shoulder blades apart, and then come on up out of it, puff the chest towards the ceiling. Good, and then release it. All right, then what we're gonna do is you're gonna plant your feet firmly onto the floor. Feet are about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider, whatever more comfortable. You're gonna take your right shoulder and you're gonna lean it towards the left knee. Okay, so we're gonna come down with a flat back. You're gonna glide your chest across your legs, and then as you come up out of it, you're gonna round, just like we did in the previous exercise, but now you're kind of flowing through, crossing over like you're going under a limbo stick, and then you're rounding the back as you come back, and then you're coming across towards the left, to the right. As you come back, you're rounding, and again, you can have your hands on your legs, you can have them on the bench or the chair. You can use them on your knees to really help round. One more time, right shoulder towards left knee, and then cross over, and then round it again, and then we're gonna reverse it. So now left shoulder's coming across towards the left, and then you're gliding across your legs, and then really rounding as you go back again. So now we're kind of hitting the QL muscles and the sides and the obliques. You should feel a really good stretch down into the glutes and the low back. Round it. Two more just like that. Come down like you're going under a limbo stick, and then round the spine. One more time, shoulder across, glide over, and then round it again. Good. And then speaking of the QL muscle, we're gonna do another stretch. So you're gonna have your feet together, legs together, whatever's more comfortable here, but the goal is to try and get the left arm down the right leg. You can use your hand on your leg to help twist, lengthen the QL muscle down into the erector spinae, the lower back muscles, and then you're gonna come up out of it. Inhale down. When you're down there, exhale and try and deepen the twist and the stretch, and then come on up out of it. If it doesn't feel comfortable with your legs close, you can have them farther apart. If this is as far as you can reach, that's okay. Just go down till you feel the stretch, and then use this hand to help you twist a little bit more, and then come out of it. Come on down, get a little twist, and then come up. One more time, down, and then up, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna take your right arm, come down to the outside of the left leg, and then you're gonna come up out of it. Inhale to come down as far as you comfortably can. Exhale to deepen the twist, and then come on out. Two more just like that. Come on down and twist, and then out. One more time, down and out. Good. And then what I'm gonna have you guys do, so sometimes your low back can be tight because your hip flexors or your quads are tight and it's pulling on your pelvic floor, which can cause tightness back there. So we're just gonna have a seat on the edge of the bench or the chair. Make sure you hold on, your chair or your bench isn't gonna fall or tip. You're gonna take this right leg back, left glute and part of the left hamstring is still on the chair bench. You're just dropping this knee and hip towards the floor, opening up the hip flexor and the quad. If you want to take it all the way up the side body, you can reach that same arm up and over, really lengthening the whole side body into the hip flexor and the quad. Good, and then come out of it, and then we're just going to flip it around, do the same thing on the other side. So right leg is kind of in like a 90-degree lunge position, but you're supported with the chair or the bench. Back leg is bent almost about 90 degrees. You can have it farther back if you want. I like to think about dropping my knee and my hip towards the floor, really lengthening this hip flexor. And then if you want a deeper stretch, you can reach that arm up and over, hold on to the chair or the bench to help. Good, breathe into it, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good, and then come on out of it. And then let's do a little seated forward fold. So you're going to have your legs nice and wide. Make sure whatever you're seated on isn't gonna tip or fall, because you're gonna start by dropping your chin towards your chest, let your head fall, let your upper body kind of waterfall down towards the floor. You're just gonna go down to whatever feels comfortable for you. Just kind of sway down there. Once you get there, let the low back release. And then go ahead, reverse it back up. One vertebrae at a time, bringing the head, neck, and shoulders up last. And then again, drop the chin towards the chest, let the head fall, let the upper body waterfall towards the floor. Hang down there. If it feels good, you can sway a little side to side. And then you can slowly come on up. One vertebrae at a time. Good. All right, so this is anything you can do in a seated position. So if you have trouble getting on the floor, or you just don't have time to get down on the floor and you just want to do some of these while you're at your desk, I'm trying to make these short and simple so you can incorporate them into your daily life. So that way you get a little more mobile, maybe a little less back pain. Everyone's back pain is different. Everyone has tightness in different areas. So if one of these feels better than the other, do a few more reps of it, or take one or two of these exercises and just do them on their own as well. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that.